Hello and welcome. It's 1 p.m. on the 7th of February here in Australia, and thankfully we've had some rain overnight, so it's not as stinking hot heatwave weather as we've been having. And February is free website audit month, so again we're going to audit a website. The one that's been chosen today is called whippedcreations.com. Love the name, absolutely love the name. So let's have a look at the shared screen. Coming. This one, share. Okay, get rid of my face. So, here's the site. Now, what is it built on? Let me see if I can guess. I really like, I had a quick look at built with when I should have, because I like to guess. I would have said possibly a WordPress, but it doesn't look like Shopify, but I think it tells me it's Wix. It's got Wix chat, Instagram feed for Wix, Wix forms, Wix bookings, Wix restaurant orders. Google Tag Manager is installed. Wix stores and e-commerce. Wix. Nothing else there standing out to me. You'll probably be using the email setup behind the scenes that Wix provides, which is not that bad. So, e-commerce, Wix versus Squarespace versus WordPress versus Shopify. Each one has its advantages and its disadvantages. I would never recommend, I don't tend to recommend Squarespace for e-commerce. It just doesn't lend itself terribly well to that. So that leaves me with Shopify, WordPress with WooCommerce, and I would put an Elementor plugin on it. As against Shopify, as against a Wix. Wix, it's easy. It's really easy to set up. It actually doesn't do a halfway bad job of managing very small e-commerce stores. For one of the plug and play builders like Wix is, and the ease of setup with it, and the templates that come with it, you can actually get a small e-commerce store up and running pretty fast. But once you start to want a lot of products and a lot of variants per product, and you want to start to do a lot more bells and whistles, then you're going to hit the limitations of Wix pretty fast. I do like the way Wix gives a really good integration with Google Analytics. It's not that strong in marketing emails, but it's not, it's surprising. I have edited some Wix, edited and audited some from the back end, some proper Wix stores, and it's not bad. I suggest sooner or later you're probably going to end up on Shopify or WordPress. However, but as a place to start, it's not bad. Shopify then versus WordPress. People carry on about WordPress and say you need a developer to do e-commerce on WordPress. That's garbage. You do not. You need WordPress plus a WooCommerce free plugin plus an Elementor free plugin. Plus, I would actually upgrade the Elementor to Elementor Pro. I believe it's about $50. I think it's about $50 Australian a year. In other words, not a lot of money. Shopify, if you're running quite a few products, you've got quite a lot of variants going on. You need to be doing inventory control management. You really need to be playing around with the analytics of it. You need to be doing bundles and all sorts of things, all sorts of added on apps. You want to add in Klaviyo email support, Shopify's your choice. But that comes with a bit of a learning curve, although it's 1,000% better than it ever used to be. Shopify 2.0, been out now, a few years now, and there's a lot of templates, really great plug and play templates that you can get. So it's come a long way. There are still odd times when I need to go back to a developer to do a few things in Shopify, but it's becoming less and less. And unless you're getting really, really fancy with really top end stuff, and then you should be on Shopify Plus at about $2,000 a month, it'll get you by. So let's have a look at this store. Love the name, Whipped Creations. The name really appealed to me, and I didn't know when before. So when I saw the name, I thought, okay, it's either going to be soaps that look almost good enough to eat, or something in the body body accessory thing. And it's turned out to be hand whipped shea butter, which there generally is a fair bit out there. Skin is the best accessory. Take good care of it. Our products are all natural, handcrafted, and full of fragrance. Nice, simple, upfront, hand whipped shea butter. It appeals to those that are looking for something that's not mass produced. It's clean, it's clear. Does the shop now has a hover on it. The colours are okay. They're not my colours, but then that's okay. You don't have to have my colours. Home, shop, about, contact more, shipping and returns. You don't need shipping and returns up the top. What is on the more other than that? Nothing. It's just in the shipping and returns. So get rid of the shipping and returns up there. You don't need them up top. I like this image, although I'd like to see on all of these images, the labels on the products are not too well seen. And they're sort of like there's no zoom function to go on them, so they're taking, other than this one where I see the name well, but it's just not presenting what's written on here terribly well. I would like to see at least a couple on this home page where I'm seeing just like this or this, like cut that out and do those two together so I can really see what's on those labels. It's presenting more of decor than it is about the product. So there's a little emphasis more towards the products being styled to sit and look pretty rather than the products itself. Whereas I'm here to think, I want to know about the hand whipped shea butter. I'm really curious to know what this says. This is on a 27-inch screen. It's almost impossible to read. Let's find out what happens when it's on mobile. God forbid. And as you know, the comment I make ad nauseum on these things is most people look at your sites on mobile. It needs optimization for mobile. Wix does fall down a little bit in that. Takes a little bit more work to make things work on mobile. But see, like on mobile, this image is cut off. It's all cut off. It's actually, I'll just refresh that, and sometimes that's the way it's loaded. No, it's not much better. It's better than it was, but it's still not much better. So like it shows that, but it doesn't. I'm really wanting to see some of the product up close. I'm assuming that is the product, but that, my brain's got to work too hard to work that out. I want to see the product up close and personal, and see, like, I can't read that, so what's the point? That's better. That's about the first. Oh, I think I'm assuming that's the person who brought it. I'm not, like, none of these are open. I want to see the product open, and I want to see it like out. Yes, that looks good. Obviously, it smells fantastic. Home, shop, about, be in the know, subscribe to our mailing list. These be in the know, subscribe to our mailing list. I'm saying to people that you need to give people more of a reason now to give them your email address. Offer them a discount. Offer them some great hints about, helping with dry skin, how often you should use the product. More about that. The other thing, that this is getwhipped08@gmail.com, so it doesn't present as a terribly professional business. You really do want your own domain URL. So you've got whippedcreations.com. This should be info@whippedcreations.com. And it's a 2002 copyright, so it's saying it's badly out of date. Reviews. Good reviews, nice number of good reviews. Oh, load more. Yep, nice number of good reviews. So that's been well set up properly. As I say, Wix can surprise you when it comes to websites. So that's not bad. This sort of loses me a bit. Let's go back to the main one, the shop. Basically, now I absolutely expect to see the product here, not a picture like that. You get away with it on your homepage, but you don't get away with it in here. See, I'm still really struggling to read what's written on those. So focus at this point on one tub, one tub times 4 pictures rather than 4 tubs in one picture. I'm still struggling to read that. And this is about the logo, not about the writing on the tub. Even if it was one tub there with the writing, and I'm also expecting at this level to see the product. You did it on that picture we were looking at a minute ago. It's really good in e-commerce if you can show the product in use. There was that great photo of the lady holding it up to her nose and a great big smile on her face. So obviously it smelled terrific. That's something you need to highlight. You also like to see on these sorts of products someone like putting it on their hand, and like a comment that basically it's so soft and smooth and silky and smells amazing. Products in use do much better. So this is a really shea butter 4 ounce. This is a weird page because you must have. Okay, so there's the different scents. So I wouldn't have gone to that first page there. I would go to this, but I would have 1, 2. How many have you got? Unscented, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 6 pink something or other, and they don't even. Oh, I see. Now you've got more than that. So I would go straight into this page on that, from where we came from. This is a waste of a page. Really waste of a page. And the more clicks you make people use to get to where you want them to go to buy, the more you're going to lose people. Like you lose a percentage of people at each click, and that's just not something most people can afford to do. Most businesses can afford to do. So good sense here. I'm going to perfect blender heap. So it sounds like the almond, the coconut, and the jojoba are the base, and then you're adding various other scents to it. Product applies like a butter and melts into your skin. That's what I would really like to see on at least an image, if not on a video. Leaves your skin with a subtle sheen and a healthy glow. Variety of fragrances. But importantly, you're also selling it in an unscented, which is great for those who have an issue with fragrances. So yeah, the imagery just leaves a little bit to be desired, and that's a waste of an image. Shop about whipped creations, and you create a new experience for your skin. Now, that's the photo I wanted on the homepage. A natural moisturizer for the face and body, improves skin elasticity, packed with vitamins A, E, and F. All natural, homemade. There's stuff that basically almost should be on the homepage. Whipped with coconut oil, almond oil, and jojoba oil. There's a multitude of benefits to increase your skin, enrich your skin, and keep your skin healthy and hydrated. Your story, a mother's son duo. Just going to extremely dry. Good. The story. I love the stories behind them, because small businesses, they make people feel like they want to buy from you. I want to buy from you because you are a small business, because I want to support you and your son. So this is really good. Yes, and this sub story about encouraging your son. It's obviously this is a bit of a passion project for both of you, to get out there and work together. Supports the benefits of shea butter. That's quite a good thing that I'd like to see used elsewhere. Down the bottom, you've got to have privacy policy, shipping policy, returns and conditions. Excuse me, the dogs are having a bit of fun. Come here, pup-ups. Come here, pup-ups. Come here. Good dogs. They finished their biscuit, obviously, and they decided to have a play. Terms and conditions, privacy policy, shipping policy, all should be in the footer. You have Facebook and Pinterest. You should be Facebook and Instagram, I should say. You should be on Pinterest. I wouldn't put my phone number on there. That's asking for all the spammers to spam you about contact. Talk to us, first name, email, message. Where's the email opt-in? Oh, yeah, it was here. It's in the footer. Just missed it. Look, it's a nice, clean, simple site. But shipping and returns, I'd put, so shipping policy and returns policy, separate them across. If you ever get into a situation where you're going to be doing Facebook ads on these, Meta ads, I should say, and even Google ads, they need to see all of this separated out into separate links. You've got the messenger, you've got a messenger chat. Let's see what you're doing on Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram. January 2nd. So you're a little bit slow in terms of what you're pasting. This is good. You're obviously getting out and about in the community. Black Friday sale, you're not posting much, and hence you've only got 370 likers, 375 followers. It's about noise. It's about noise, and more noise. Sent with love and silver and wine. Let's celebrate Mother's Day. You know, like to see the behind the scenes stuff. So your story is about you and your son. So focus on you and your son in your social media. You know, show you and your son doing things together. You and your son maybe thinking up new scents. You know, that's the curious thing that's occurring to me when I look at this website. How did you come up with the scent? You know, the different scents you're using. What is the manufacture process within reason? You don't want to give away all your secrets, but what does that look like behind the scenes? Oops, I just got to put this on pause for a minute. Be right back. Sorry about that, I'm back. Puppy's decided a roll of aluminium foil was going to be a real fun new toy. I only have boxes and boxes and boxes of toys. But silly me left that down after making my lunch. So yeah, behind the scenes stuff, that's the sort of stuff that people really like to see on social media. And you've got a good story, you and your son together, packing items, putting things together, humanize it. So other than Paige, Atlanta, phone, and again, I wouldn't put phone number on there. That's all okay. What are your tabs? Get rid of all these tabs that are not meant to be there. Got reviews happening. Yes, you've got 12 reviews, obviously some nice ones, a rating of 5. I know you had quite a few reviews on your website, so that's really great. See, this is a much better photo. And it's done by a client, obviously, by a purchaser. It's still lacking in definition on these, so it still needs some work, but that's a much better photo. I mean, I'd like to see 2 shut and 1 open, or maybe a little tub of the stuff down there. Great, you've got great testimonials, although these are all getting a bit old. 2020, 2022, 2022. What are you doing on Instagram? 748 followers, slightly better, 91 posts. So you're working Instagram a little bit more. All things are possible with great skin. Love the quote. Natural shea butter products, black female owned, hand whipped, handcrafted, fragrance infused. Your story is good. Your story is really good. That black woman, and you're proud of being black. You're proud of your history. You can bring a little bit of that. That's a reasonable level. This is nice. Yep, you can bring a little bit of your personal story into a business like this, and you should, particularly as it's about you and your son, and this is obviously your history. Just watch the level. It's not too bad. It's borderline slightly too much. International Women's Day, Happy Women's. I mean, this might have been all done while you were actually getting yourself up and running in the business, but watch the level. So you want 20% of sales, 80% of fun stuff, and out of that 80% needs to be like about 10% personal, 70% non-personal. Things like this sort of stuff. It's Friday. Sorry, just practicing for tomorrow. Affirmations. So that's sort of no more than about 10, at the worst 20% of this other non-product related, non-core business related. And yeah, Pinterest is where I would also be on, because these sorts of products do quite well on Pinterest. And so when I say another social media channel, most people die. They go, oh my God, I can't create more content for another social media channel. The answer is you don't have to create more content. You just reuse the content you've already got. You've got some reels going on here. They get all up on Pinterest. Not a lot. Oh, this is a good one. Show me this. Yep. Lovely. This is what I was talking about in terms of seeing what being used. Perfect. Love it. Love it. So that sort of video is really good. And if that reel's going on to see, you can see the writing. So being able to see the writing, and the writing versus the logo, will be about the contrast within the photo. So get a chance to play around with doing that. It'll be about spotlighting on the product. But this is quite good. I quite like this. I'd like to see this on your website. Video has no sound. Okay. This would be really good if it had some sort of nice uplifting fun track behind it that you get when you put these up. Reels. Are you doing anything in the way of reels on Facebook? Wherever you put reels, so reels can be Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'm not saying you should be on TikTok. Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest is where your reels can go. Don't look like you're putting anything in here, which is a shame, because you'd be missing out on opportunities. Reels are getting us quite a lot of good eyeballs on Facebook and Instagram at the moment. Hey, Callie, come here. Quick, come. Now you're not getting a lot of numbers on these, but then you're just not posting enough. You've got to be doing a whole lot more posting than this. Okay, I think that's probably all I have got to say on this. You're absolutely on the right track. You're on a good track. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. When I usually check out Shop Now. As I say, this is an absolute waste of a page. I want to go straight from Shop Now into adding to cart. I'll go select a scent, add to cart. cart, subtotal, view cart. Enter a promo code, add a note, estimated delivery. Just out of curiosity, what happens if I do this? Sorry, we don't deliver to your area. Well done. There's nothing worse than it just what a lot of websites do when you do that is they just they just hang and people are stuck. So what happens when I choose somewhere in the US? Keep going. United States. State. Okay. Yep. Good. Nicely set up. I don't know. Pick a state. I hate my auto logger is coming on it. Your pricing is a tad on the low side. However, I'm not in the US and everything in the US seems cheap to me. So just have a little hunt around to other products that are similar and be a bit tough on yourself about whether maybe you should afford to do a bit more. I don't want to go to Alaska. Let's go to Arizona. Zip postcode. I have no idea what the zip postcode is. Deliver with calculated checkout based on your full address. When I see that added, a big reason why people will get to cart and then abandon cart is if they've got to go right through to the checkout process to find out what shipping is going to cost them. I don't really want to go right through to the checkout page. So in that case, what you've got to do is give people an estimation of what it will cost them. If you're doing flat rate shipping across the whole of the US, then that's what you say. If you're not doing flat rate shipping, I think I have it's on my other screen. It's not picking it up here. I have a one here, and there we are. This will do me. California, continue. So people don't want to go through all of this to find out how much shipping is going to cost them. Country, region, San Francisco City. Auto loggers picked up things. City. I have no idea what cities there are. See how like by now people have gone, go away. Delivery method. Okay, shipping. That is a really, really good price for shipping. But look at what I had to do to get there to find that out. So be upfront with that. And if it's a variable shipping for different states, like I know Hawaii and Alaska might be problematic, but state that up front. State that somewhere where I can read it on a page, not have to go through all of that to try and find out. But that's actually very, very reasonable. And so I'm only paying $14.90 for the whole thing. That is incredibly reasonable. Edit cart. I'm now going to take it out of the cart. And of course, you now have to have abandoned cart. So the email sequences are abandoned cart, post-purchase, and then you can get fussy and start doing things like people who have done recurring purchases. You can have an upsell, like if they're buying one particular fragrance and you know that people who buy that particular fragrance also like this other fragrance, all that sort of thing can happen. I'm not sure about the bundling in the back end of Wix like that, but it certainly does an abandoned cart and it certainly does a post-purchase sequence. And you need all of those. Post-purchase, obviously, you want to ask for reviews. Send them to a place where they can give a review. Abandoned cart, well, that's obvious. Send them back to the cart. With that shipping set up there, I suspect you're going to get quite a few abandoned cards. Okay, so I hope that's useful. So everybody stay tuned for the one I'm doing tomorrow. I haven't really checked who I'm doing tomorrow, so just it'll go up in the group within another couple of hours or so. Thanks and have a great day.